Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The throw over the middle, taken in. Takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
We're going to sack. 57's the mic. No chance.
Now Bell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Red 80.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
14 yards. That's good for the Vikings. First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Darnold completes it, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, first down, Vikings.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Bell running on first down. It's a push forward for about 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold is going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. The open man is Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end
And
zone.
now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep it going all the way.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play there for Minnesota. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
You got 3, you got 3. Hey, lady. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike. Hey, lady. Push him back.
Darnold from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
44. Hey, lady. 44 to Mike. Not here. 44 to Mike. Mike's 44. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Hey, wahoo.
Darnold. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
No. Cheetah.
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Come on,
so
set.
One play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hurry. Now.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He's got Smith here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Check. Let's go.
On first down, Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Ready?
Off of play action, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready? No, 80. 44.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Stay with your man. Jump.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
40, Mike, 44. Ready? Don't let him breathe. Go. Don't let him breathe, defense. 44 is the Mike. Ready? Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 50, it's Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go,
Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Now it's Darnold. A desperation heave for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they try the right side here. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger.
Let's go.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 15 1. 15 1. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 15. Check 15. Show. Hey!
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Silver.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Haywood.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike Popo. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
44. All day, baby, all day.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and goal from the 1.
He can't hang.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Ready, ready.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Come on,
the Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for two.
Three buzz. Switch. Yep. Now. Motion backfield. Mike. Hey. 59. So don't say nothing.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. Red 80. Watch the safety crack.
On second down, this is Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 52. Out.
Check 26. Bang.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Off offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Check 4, check 4.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. Complete. Smith has it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Henderson. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go, baby.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 53 yards.
And the Packers first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to
Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Look at me, zipper.
They're going to try and run for it. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Bell. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Army. Shift, watch the shift. Motion. 50. Here we go.
Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Again, it's Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll run it with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this? And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are